it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long.
And good afternoon. Giada Valenti here from Las Vegas, 2 p.m. exactly here in Las Vegas. So should be 5 p.m. for you. I'm in the kitchen today, which reminds me that I have to put my pasta inside. 1 second, let me go on the stove there to put my pasta inside, because today we are cooking. We are cooking actually today pasta with rucola and speck. I know guys, you're watching from New York City, it's 5 p.m. for you over there, e voi che ci guardate dall'Italia sono le 11 di sera, ora di fare la nanna per voi, and 22 p.m. for all of you that are always watching from Ireland and England, and I know that there are some early rise people watching every day from Australia. Never been there, but surely when this COVID-19 is over, it's one of the continent I'm planning to come and visit. And I want you also guys to come here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, the sun is shining today. I'm watching outside my window. It's a little bit windy, but nevertheless it's a very nice, beautiful temperature. Today I'm drinking because I received these nice things from Ronnie Manicotti from, I keep saying Cincinnati, but it's outside Cincinnati on a place called Miamisburg or something. And these things say that it's, okay, it looks like it's wine o'clock. Well, Surely it's not wine o'clock, I'm drinking cola, but it's time to cook. You know, signed language, I do it every time. Thanks to Diane Fiorentino, I've been learning myself sign language. So today we are cooking. This is the sign for cooking. And we are cooking pasta with meat, speck meat, and with rucola salad. How beautiful is that? That the people that they cannot hear us, they know that today we are cooking pasta with speck, which is a kind of a meat, and rucola salad. How beautiful is that? So every day we are drinking, and we are drinking, and we are eating. And so I'm really so grateful that Diane is been teaching me. I have some people now that are watching every day, and they can understand a little bit of what is happening. During this COVID-19, of course, we are wearing masks, and for the people that cannot hear, they have a lot of difficulty in to communicate and know what is going on, because for them everything is extra silence now because they cannot read our lips. So I thought, since I've been here with you for 67 days and I've learned a lot of things about signed language. This is American Sign Language. Diane told me that there is an Italian one and there is an international one, which we maybe at a certain point we are trying to learn also too. So today we are cooking together, because this is another sign that I really love: friends and family. And this is what we have been together for 67 days. We've been friends and family all together, either cooking or singing, because it's the sign for music. And I had amazing guests. I had, remember, magicians, people. I had other singers. I had some chefs that were my guests, and actually more chefs are also coming, and more magicians and more musicians. So just stay tuned every day like you have been doing. By the way, where are you watching from? And how many of you are new watching these things for the first day today? I'm Giada Valenti. Of course, I'm in Las Vegas, but I was born and raised in Venice, Italy. This is the sign for the gondola of Venice. So I was born in the booth of Italy and in Venice, where we have the famous gondola. And every day I do this Giada Live, as I gave him a title, and I keep you company, and you keep company to me with your beautiful message. I see today, I can see the big TV. I see that Richard is there. Yesterday we celebrate Richard Hunger's birthday there in Liverpool again. Happy birthday, Richard. And I see Danny said, you are new. Where are you watching? You are a natural beauty from my hometown of Venice, Italy. How fantastic! We have another Venetian. So, Dennis, questo è il segno per le gondole di Venezia, per il linguaggio americano dei sordi. So, io e te siamo tutti e due di Venezia, so benvenuto, e benvenuti anche alla mia mamma e al mio papà, che so che ci guardano spesso. Diane Fiorentino, of course, is there. I love you. This is another sign. I love you all, friends and family. So sign language is fantastic, and so is food. But before we go and we cook the food, the pasta is already warming up over there. Let me just check it. Yes, it's happening actually. So while the pasta is cooking, I pre-cooked a little bit, so we don't have to spend much time cooking. I'm gonna do something that we do every day, and I know you appreciate it very much, are the events of today in histories and the birthdays. So today is very interesting actually. Today is May 24, of course, and in 1830, Mary Had a Little Lamb by Sarah Josepha Hall is the first published book in Boston. And Doug told me that everyone in America knows at least one nursery rhyme. Do you guys know that? I don't know that, but I hope you do. So it was today, actually May 24 in 1830. And in 1830 also the first passenger railroad service began in the United States in Baltimore, Maryland. A railroad service became so critical for the early development of the United States, as many of our national parks were open to give passengers place to visit with the railroads. And the railroads were the only way to get, for instance, to the Yellowstone Park or the Grand Canyon. And I was advised by Doug that some of the most beautiful and artistic posters in the United States came about this partnership between those big parks and the railroad. And there is also a famous movie of Judy Garland called The Harvey's Girl. that is about travel in those days, and she sang one of the songs that is titled On the Atkinson Topeka and the Santa Fe, written by Harry Warren. Those are the poster of the national park, and the song was written by Harry Warren and Johnny Mercer, and won an Oscar for Best Song in 1946. I was very curious to know what the Arvis girls were, so I went on Wikipedia, where normally if I cannot pick the brain of Doug Hartline, my chief editor, I go to Wikipedia, and I found out that actually very interesting. Those are the Arvis girls. You see those two girls? They were young, single, intelligent women with a sort of sense of adventures, and they were girls that went from the east to the west to work in the Wild Wild West in this, which was the first restaurant chain along the railroad created by Fred Harvey, which was a visionary entrepreneur. I think if I was born in 1830, I would have been an Harvey girl, serving table and probably cooking in the Wild Wild West just to see what was out there. Today, also in 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge, I love the Brooklyn Bridge, is opened by President Arthur and connects Brooklyn by Manhattan. It's one of the most beautiful view of Manhattan. I lived there for 11 years. I loved to cross the bridge. And it was at the time the longest suspension bridge in the world. And it's so iconic that we have actually a little piece of a replica also here in Las Vegas, where I am right now. So when the strip open, make sure that you come and see the strip, and you can see a little piece of the Brooklyn Bridge. And at the time, Doug said it took 14 years to build, and at the time the cost was $50 million, which would be $320 million today. Not little money, but it's surely worth. It's a beautiful bridge. And today, in 1966, Ma'am opened at the Winter Garden Theater in New York and runs for 1,508 performances. And of course, one of the actors that starred, like we see her, that she's Angela Lansbury, who is still acting to these days at the age of 94, and is one of my favorites. And in 1969, we're coming out to 1900 again, the Billboard Song of the Year is released by the Archies, and it's called Sugar, Sugar, Do, 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 Do. And this is something that my chief editor doesn't know. Actually, I'm a good friend with the actually singer, not the writer, but the singer of that song, which his name is Ron Dante. I had a chance to meet and chit-chat a lot with Ron Dante, and not many people know he's Italian, of course, Ron Dante, born and raised in the neighborhood of New Rochelle in New York. And he was actually the producer of the first 9 successful albums of Barry Manilow, which, thank you, Doug, for reminding me these events of today, because I already actually tried to contact Ron Dante to see if he can be my guest. I think he will have amazing musical story to say, working with Barry Manilow and the Archies and everything. And today's birthday, we got to the birthday. In 1686, the scientist Daniel Fahrenheit was born. Oh, and I see somebody's trying to call me. Who was it, JJ? Somebody's trying to call me while we are live. Is this live or what? Which is very funny. Today, birthday of today, and then whoever was calling me, I call you back later. So, in 1686, scientist Daniel Fahrenheit was born today. And thanks to him, of course, we all get confused, at least I do, between the Fahrenheit and the Celsius degrees. Look at him. Because, we have Celsius degrees in Europe, which is completely different. You have, for instance, 110 degrees, which is the temperature we're going to have next week here in Las Vegas, is only 41 for us in Celsius in Europe. So if I say sometimes by mistake that in Italy is 41, you guys are like, whoa, it's chilly over there. And so it's very confusing, but he was born today. And in 1819, Queen Victoria was born in London, England. She was one of the longest running queen of England, of course, 63 years. But then, of course, the record was broken by the Queen Elizabeth, the great granddaughter of Queen Victoria, who was, of course, the queen for much longer a time. And today in 1941, one of my favorite singers, Bob Dylan, was born in Duluth, Massachusetts, and turns today 79. There are many, many songs actually that he recorded, iconic songs like Blowing in the Wind. And one of the songs actually to make you feel my love is also a song I have recorded in a beautiful video that you can find on my Patreon page. I want to thank all of you that joined me last week on my Patreon. They are exclusive video that you can see only by joining the Team Awesome. I have to ask Diane about how do you say Team Awesome member. So you can watch the video there. And today in 1944, singer Patti LaBelle was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And listen to this, in 1945, Priscilla, that's our Patti LaBelle, of course, and in 1945, Priscilla Presley was born, and she turns today 75. She was married, of course, to Elvis Presley, which is the king of Vegas, the king of the world, if you'll ask me. And it's funny because Doug found out that when they got married, Elvis serenaded her with "Love Me Tender, Love Me Do." And when they divorced, a couple of weeks later, he released a song called "You Are Always on My Mind." It makes you think, right? I think it was a love story that never ended between the two. Those were the birthday in history, and today there are some special birthday that for friends that we all know, and I know that they are very special in my friends and family community. Today is the birthday of Sal, of course, the husband of Diane Fiorentino. So happy birthday, dear Sal. This is happy birthday, Sal. From me and to all of us, to you, happy birthday. And it's also the birthday of Dreama Denver. Dreama Denver is going to be my guest in the next couple of weeks. And she's an actress, of course, and a writer, and she is humanitarian, amazing humanitarian, doing a lot for the troops and the military, actually. And she was married to Bob Denver, which of course we all know from the Gilligan's Island, and he's arranged this interview thanks to Doug, and I'm looking forward to speak with Dreama Denver in a couple of weeks. So happy birthday to Dreama Denver. So happy birthday to you, dear Dreama. And also 1 year old, my little niece Christina. She's in Florida right now with her mom Elizabeth and daddy Ryan. So happy birthday, little Christina, from all of us. She's turning 1 year old, and she's a bundle of joy. She's always happy, always smiling, and bringing so much joy to everybody. I want to also start this cooking segment with gratitude. I want to thank Wens Roberts and Gina for the Taco Tuesday. I didn't forget, Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, and they brought me some taco, delicious taco that I had last Tuesday. And tomorrow, actually, I'm going to see Wes and Gina because they're going to bring me an extra television screen, so we'll be able to arrange these Giada lives even better. So thank you, Wes, and thank you, Gina, for the continuous support. And now we are cooking. Today we are cooking something delicious. I don't know how delicious it is, but something delicious. It's actually pasta with speck meat. It's a kind of meat, and rucola salad. And as you can see there, those are the ingredients. Just a few. Short pasta of your choice. Go back to the card, please, JJ. So short pasta of your choice. Then of course you need some speck. Yesterday I told you all about this kind of very smoked kind of meat that comes from the region of Trentino Alto Adige. Yesterday we did a whole episode talking about it's a region of the northern of Italy, and this kind of meat is similar to the prosciutto, but is of course is smoked, and it's a combination of smoked and the air that they have, the altitude of the mountains, the Dolomites. So it's you get, and some herbs that they put in the way that they conserve the meat, a very specific kind of taste. You can find the speck. Normally it comes like this. When you make this recipe, you ask for a big piece like this one. Normally you can eat it like the prosciutto, and you can make sandwiches and all kind of thing. But for this recipe, you ask for a big chunky piece like this one, and you cut it in little small pieces like this one. So this is one of the ingredients. You need some onions that we're gonna put in the pan very soon. You need, this is if you like, you can put some nuts inside. It's not a must, it's up to you. And you need some rucola salad. Here it is. We all know rucola. Normally we eat it as a salad, but in Italy we use it also to top in some pizza, and we made also some pasta dishes with it. It's a kind of, yes, a kind of nice taste, and of course you need some Parmesan cheese, and we start right away from the beginning. The pasta is already boiling, so let me stop that one. And I am gonna make now for you the beginning of the recipe. So we need some onions, chopped onions, here they are, and olive oil. We put it in here, and we start to cook it. Actually, this will take like a couple of minutes to do, because they need to saute a little bit to get a little bit brown. So I wanna take you to Italy now with a song. How about it? So let's go back here. So while we are sauteing the onions, we're gonna sing a song. We go back to Italy. It's called Santa Lucia, and it's one of the most famous songs from Naples. Here we go. Of course, the music has to come from Naples. And let me see. So here I'm sauteing my onions in this recipe because today I decided to do everything from scratch. So I didn't prepare anything because I want to show you how easy it is to make this recipe. So the olive oil is cooking and my onions is boiling, and I sing for you a song. There we go. We really got to Italy. Sul mare luccica l'astro d'argento, placida è l'onda, prospero il vento. Sul mare luccica l'astro d'argento, prospera l'onda, placido il vento. Venite all'Algine, barchetta mia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Venite all'Algine, barchetta mia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. So we are singing and cooking now with this spectacular Neapolitan song. My onions is sauteing over here. You can hear the noise. And actually this song in 1963, July 1963, was recorded in Italian by Elvis Presley. He was here in Las Vegas filming Viva Las Vegas, and he recorded this song in Italian. So maybe it's something for a duet with Elvis tomorrow. How about it, right? Oh, here it's cooking. Let me lower my flame. Venite all'Algine, barchetta mia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. Venite all'Algine, barchetta mia, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. And after Santa Lucia, of course, we are putting our speck. Do you remember the delicious meat that we cut it in pieces? This is delicious meat. We're gonna put it in my salted onions here. We turn it around. It doesn't really have to cook because it just has to take a little bit, get a little bit warm. So we have onion and so that. And what I like to do, even though Giada doesn't really like much spicy food, I do. Where is my paprika? Here it is. I like to add, every time I do, some chili powder. We call it peperoncino, and I like to put a little bit of it. Not much, because my director is over there and he doesn't like much spicy food, but in the other hand I do. And so easy it is. So this one will be cooking, you will see, very, very shortly. The pasta is already ready, actually. There it is, my pasta is good. And that's what is going to happen. We take, I forgot it in my fridge, we're going to take my creme fraiche. Here it is. You remember I told you we made a lot of recipe with this one. It's French, it's called Creme Fraiche, but you can find it in all kind of supermarket in the United States or wherever you are. It's a delicious cream. You can use only this one and formaggio Parmigiano Reggiano, and you can make a delicious pasta. So we take, let's say, half of it. By the way, for the new people watching, because I see some new people, I am Giada Valenti. I was born and raised in Venice, Italy, and I am not a chef. I am a singer, but I do love to cook. So every Saturday I am here with all of you, and I cook for you. And today I'm cooking this delicious pasta that is made with speck, which is this meat from the northern of Italy, and rucola and some nuts, and actually that's it, because you know, only a few ingredients. So I put my cream inside my pasta. It's just getting warm. My pasta is ready, and now I can assemble my plate and I can have my lunch. So easy it is. I know that many of you have been making my recipe actually, and today I received a picture. Last week I shared with you Giada, of course, the little Giada, the little girl that made my fennel in the oven. And this morning I got a pictures from Janet Sessa, who made actually, there is my baci di Dalma, and they look delicious. And I mean, how were they? Were they good? I know Janet has been making a lot of my recipes, so it's been also Joseph. So when you guys make a recipe, please take also pictures of yourself. I asked that to Janet, and she said, you know, I had a problem to take pictures because I'm by myself. She's quarantining by herself. By the way, I'm watching here and there because there I have my Instagram, and I have there all my YouTuber and my FaceTime and my Twitch and my Periscope and Twitter and LinkedIn fans are there. And you guys, friends and family, you are there. So I never know which one of the two camera to look. I see also Natalie, it's over there. Everybody's here. So let me read a little bit. What is the Emily? Beautiful, beautiful singer. It's true. I am actually a singer who loves to cook. So that's basically why I'm here with him. So let's go further with my recipe. We are making delicious pasta, short kind of pasta of your choice, with rucola and speck, which is a kind of a meat. In the sign language, this is a sign for meat. Pasta, meat, and rucola salad. And they are almost ready. I told you my recipe, I like that. So my creme fraiche, rucola, and onions is ready. I'm gonna take out my pasta here. Voila. Let me do that. Let me take out pasta from the water. Of course, when you are not doing it like me for the television thing, so for a live video, you can first make a sauce and then cook your pasta. It's up to you what you want to do. Me, I just do like this, so it's because unfortunately I cannot take you to my stove with a camera. As soon as this is over, we're gonna have maybe a camera so I can take you there, so it's gonna be easy for me to cook. So basically, here is my the one I made that I told you is, can you guys see? Is my creme fraiche together with my speck and my onions. And basically what I do, I just put it inside my pasta. So easy it is, because really it takes you really 5 minutes to make this recipe. So this is my pasta. We're making pasta with speck and rucola. I see that some of you said, what about if I cannot find the speck? You can use other meat of your choice. You can use bacon, you can use prosciutto, you can use smoked bacon, anything you can find is just ingredients. So as I said, you put in a little pieces of nuts, just like this. It gives a little bit of a crunchy taste.
What kind of nuts?
Walnuts. Walnuts are the one. Last week for the other recipe we had the pistachio. These are the walnuts. Of course you put some Parmesan cheese, which is good to put everywhere. Here we go. Some Parmesan cheese. You leave a little bit over. And people keep following me. I thought that the whole world family knew that I'm live around this time, but apparently they do not. Don't know. And here, very easy. You take the rucola, as I told you, the rucola, you don't cook the rucola, so you put your rucola in something like this, and you just cut it in little pieces, and do it at the last moment, because otherwise it gets, it's not fluffy anymore, and it gets a little bit dark, and you want to keep the nice and green color of your rucola. And if you have a knife like this one, so not an iron one, but one of those color one in this material, which I don't know how to call it in English, but you got the picture. So this is my rucola. You put it inside, so the rucola doesn't need to be cooked. Let me do like this one, move this one, and here is my pasta. By the way, JJ, show again the ingredients. The ingredients are really a few ingredients, is the pasta, the speck or any kind of meat of your choice, the rucola, some cream, and nuts are not a must. You can put it in if you like it. And you know that 3 walnuts a day are good for the heart. And by the way, the rucola is good to digest. We eat a lot of rucola in Italy because it's good for our digestion. Then when you are so far that you have created your recipe, you put it on the plate and you know it's the best part of the whole recipe we're going to be eating, JJ and I, because this is funny. I've been preparing my lunch for you. So here are the ingredients. You can see the short pasta of your choice. Then you can have the speck of any other kind of meat. Then a small golden onions, an handful of walnuts if you like to. Of course, the olive oil is always present in the Italian food, and some creme fraiche or creams to cook. We call it in Europe creme fraiche, and you can find it also everywhere here. And rucola salad, just a cup of it of your choice. It has a nice taste, and don't cook the rucola, you don't have to cook it. And basically, you saw maybe 10 minutes, some Parmesan cheese. I'm already putting this one on my plate, and this is gonna be my lunch today. I wish you guys were here with me, because then we could have had lunch together. As you can see, I cooked a little bit too much pasta. And actually what we made today is pasta with speck and rucola, because I see a lot of people appearing for the first time. And here is our plate of pasta with rucola. When you have, at this point, you take some Parmesan cheese, you sparkle some of it on the top, aggiungiamo del Parmigiano Reggiano, just like this. And then you know what is going to happen. I'm going to pass the plate to JJ, which is my cameraman and is my director and my sound engineer and everything. So this is for JJ. JJ, buon appetito. You see, the plate went there. And this actually, it's mine. And this is the part where I always feel sorry, guys, because I wish that you guys were here with me. But hopefully one day we can, you know, where I'm organizing every year this trip to Italy. We go to Italy every year. Not this year, we're going next year. Hopefully you can join me next year. Really, guys, I wish you were here to taste this plate of pasta with me. This is brutal of me, I know, Instagram and Facebook people. Then I'm eating without you. But you know what? I hope that you can find these ingredients very easily, and you can replace some of the stuff. So if you don't have the speck, which is this meat from the northern of Italy, you can put bacon, you can put prosciutto, you can put any kind of cream. If it's smoked, it's better, so you get this kind of a wild kind of taste that this pasta has. And the rucola, of course, you find it everywhere. Rucola, as I said, is very good for digestion. So it's good for you, and yes, some vitamins too. And I would say, if you want to watch this episode, because maybe I went too fast, or if you got interrupted by phone calls like me, no problem. You can watch again this video, or you can always go on giada.live and you can watch all the episodes on repeat. Tomorrow I will bring all the studio in my office again, and tomorrow we're gonna have a concert from home. Tomorrow is actually, this is Memorial weekend, so tomorrow hopefully, I haven't prepared a show, but I'm going to be doing something special for our heroes. Not the heroes of the wars, but also the heroes of nowadays, which are our nurses and doctors. You know that yesterday morning I woke up early at 6 in the morning to appear on Zoom to do something for Italian doctors and nurses. So you guys are new heroes, and we thank, of course, all the military that are either still serving or have served to save us for our freedom. And tomorrow we will be celebrating them. Please like my official Facebook page, which I know many of you get confused with the two personal one. It's the page where you have to put your like. I see that every day some of you are putting the like. So go on Giada Valenti page and put the like. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you can find all kind of video. And some of you were wondering what the Patreon is. Patreon is a different platform and page that I do have, where you need to become a member. monthly supporter, and you get to have to see special content that you can see only if you are a member of Patreon. So I appear there with special videos and sing special songs from them, and so I wanna, of course, and the people that join me there, I call them the Team Awesome. I should ask Diane what is the sign for my Team Awesome. My Team Awesome, I don't know, Mia would say it's my Team Awesome, because I love you guys, but I love all of you appearing there. I see so many of you, Ronnie Manicotti, Lisa Marie, that she always does the tip jar. She always tipped me the $1, so thank you for that. Thank you to Roger Scallion, who did a very generous donation yesterday, to Wes Roberts, who also supported me a lot, Diane Fiorentino, Natalie, Veronique, all of you basically over there appearing and being with me every day. I see also Michelle Johnson, that is always funny to be at your show. Thank you, my love. And Michelle Johnson was first one of my guests. If you want to watch the episode where Michelle Johnson, this wonderful singer that we have here in Las Vegas, was with me, you can go on Giada Live and you can catch the interview. I see also appearing John Scazzilometis. John Scazzilometis is our superstar entertainer reporter here in Las Vegas, and I'm trying to convince him to cook. You know, he's at home and he doesn't cook, but of course he doesn't need to cook because he's always somewhere else. But I try to come. He's half Italian and half Greek, so he needs to cook, right? And I love the man. It's fantastic. So thank you, John, for always being here and getting hopefully inspired by this recipe. John, look at here. So I don't know, you don't have my home address, but if you would be here, you could share the plate with me. We made today pasta with rucola and speck, with this fantastic meat that we have in the north of Italy, and you can find it also in a lot of delis. I found this one actually here in Las Vegas at Siena. My phone is going crazy today, everybody's calling me. I found it in a deli called Siena, but we have another one famous here in Las Vegas called Roma Deli, right, JJ? Maybe you can find it there too. Siena happened to be closer to my house here in Summerlin. So tomorrow is gonna be concert time, so tomorrow I'm gonna be a singer again. Today, I was a chef. These are sign language for chef, thanks to Diane Fiorentino. So tomorrow, we go back to my office and I'm gonna wear again my suit and I'm gonna be a singer. Today, though, I was a chef. So watch my old episode on giada.live, subscribe and like all the pages. You can join me wherever you want, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be 68 days that we've been going live every day, me live and you there from home. It's unbelievable how time flies like that, and we're still in quarantine, but we're all still here and we're still doing great, and every day is going to be even better because we're going to be one day closer to the solutions for this COVID-19. I know that you guys are being praying me to never stop doing this, and I will not stop doing this, but probably I will have like a summer schedule and change something, so I will be appearing every day and maybe changing some parts to make my life a little bit easier. Next week I'm gonna have amazing guest. I'm gonna have on Tuesday the Bronx Wanderers, which are big superstars here in the United States. You guys from Europe, you have never heard the Bronx Wanderers, are a family music group. They have a residency here in Las Vegas, but tour all over the United States. If you've never heard of them, I know that they have a pay-per-view concert that you can watch, I think, for an extra couple of days. So go on Bronx Wanderers Facebook page and you can go there and you can buy a ticket and you can watch. I guess that you can see with pay-per-view the last concert they did here in Las Vegas before Las Vegas closed. Then on Wednesday, I'm gonna have 8-time Grammy winning producer Greg Field. And Greg is amazing. He will tell a lot of story. He was also the drummer of Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, and he's married and appearing with Monica Mancini, which is one of my favorite singers, and she is the daughter of Henry Mancini. Remember the guy that wrote Moon River wider than a mile? It's gonna be fantastic to talk with them. They're dear friends and amazing people. And then on Thursday, I'm gonna have my dear friend David Miller, which is an amazing singer, of course, of the famous all over the world group Il Divo. Actually, David Miller is the only American guy of the 4 guys of Il Divo. You know, Il Divo are 4 of them, and David is the only American because one is South American and the other 2 are British. So Thursday we're gonna have David Miller. I have so many amazing people coming also in the next couple of weeks, so I hope you guys are gonna stay with me. Share this video, share. Keep supporting. So you're gonna help me to upgrade my studio. I hope very soon to be able to have camera so I can take you in the plate so you can see it. And hopefully when this open, who knows? Maybe at one of my concerts I will end up cooking for you at the end. You never know. New times we have. Do you remember when we had Dan Jensen a couple of days ago? He said we have to keep reinventing to stay positive and accommodate. And so we don't know what the future will bring. For now, I'm gonna say buon appetito. Ci vediamo domani. I'll see you tomorrow. Here, actually not here, in the office. And tomorrow we will be singing. So guys, see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Giada Valenti here from Las Vegas. Grazie per essere stati qui con me e buona serata, buona giornata o buonanotte. Ciao!
I know you are there, and in my heart I smile again, and so I sing here in my solitude, waiting to see you, same time, same place, and I can't wait to say again, Dankeschön, 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 dear old Auf Wiedersehen. See you tomorrow. A domani.